I think I just witnessed the worst car chase scene in cinematic history. Sorry. How the did he get inside here? Hey there guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the Book of Boba Fett, Episode 3, The Streets of Mos Espa. So right out the gate, I'm going to tell you guys, I like some of the ideas in this episode, but overall I did not like this episode at all. It's 35 minutes long and I fell asleep, so I had to watch this garbage twice. It's directed by Robert Rodriguez, and after about 10 minutes, you can definitely feel his style in this episode. So if you've seen Spy Kids and Shark Boy and Lava Girl, you can definitely feel the DNA from those projects injected here. So in the first scene, we're visited by Lortha Peel, who is a watermonger, a vassal of Jabba the Hutt. You know, that guy from Dodgeball?
L for love! Good times.
And he has a problem. He says his biker gang is stealing my water, and he says no one respects you. And instead of beating the crap out of him, Bubba has become nice and he's the Disney-fied version. So he goes, explain what you mean. No one respects me. He's like, there's chaos in the streets and these kids are stealing my water. If you can handle this for me, I'll pay you double for my tribute. So this is where the show gets weird for me. We have Fennec and Boba walking through the streets to look for this biker gang. And we've been told these guys have cyborg implants and machine enhancements and they're dangerous. But no. He comes across these kids who look like they're from San Francisco or London, and they're wearing these pea coats and these beautiful turtlenecks. And their enhancements or their cybernetics, they look like you can get them at Party City or an Amazon and you can do them yourself. So how does Boba Fett resolve this issue with the biker gang and the watermongerer? Well, he takes a lot of lip from the pale Avril Lavigne, who is the spokesperson for this biker gang. And she even calls him an old man, and it's typical generic bullshit. So what does he do? He takes off his helmet and he says, hey, when I join my crew, and he tells the water guy to piss off.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So instead of taking double payment from one of his vassals, he recruits these kids who are unqualified and supposedly they can't even afford water. So then it's flashback time.
Live in the now!
And we see Boba Fett is leaving the Tusken camp to collect tribute from the Pikes in Mos Eisley. He meets with the Pike leader and he says, look, I'm happy to pay one gang for the right to travel through the Dune Sea, but right now I'm paying this other gang and you. So if you could go and take care of them, I'll gladly pay you. So Boba Fett returns to the Tuskens only to find the entire camp is slaughtered. This was one of the best parts of the episode for me because they pulled at the heartstrings and you can actually feel something for the Tuskens. This was the only family Boba Fett had. Well, after Mace Windu killed his father. So it's kind of sad and it's kind of stupid at the same time. I mean, why spend 2 episodes building the relationship with the Tuskens only to have them done for good? So now back to present time. You have Black Chrysanthemum, you know, the big black Wookiee from episode 2. He rips Boba Fett out of the back to tank and throws him across the room. And what should have been one of the greatest moments in this series turned into a wet fart. Like, here's what was going through my mind. How did an 8-foot tall Wookiee infiltrate the crime boss's bedroom? And why not throw a grenade or stick a couple of bombs on the tank? And the fight just turned into a series of throws. If you throw me, I'm going to have a better chance of surviving rather than you bashing my head against the wall or something. A 500-pound Wookiee who has also fought in the gladiator pits should have no problem killing a defenseless Boba Fett. So in comes pale Avril Lavigne and her 6 boyfriends to rescue Boba Fett. Not by shooting Black Chrysanthemum, but by hand-to-hand combat. What the hell? This is so stupid. Of course, they're not going to just blatantly shoot Black Chrysanthemum. Even though even Fennec has a sniper rifle, can't even shoot the guy. So in comes Fennec and she does a couple things, but she uses the trapdoor to trap Black Chrysanthemum in the Rancor pit. Comment below if you thought this was a compelling fight scene. I mean, it's 2022 and we're still doing throws and cheap tricks. And then the next day the sun rises and Mulan cooks Boba Fett a huge beautiful banquet and there's food all over the table. And she's like, don't sweat it, daddy. Just keep eating. Eat some more food. Enjoy it. Like, I would have been so pissed. I would have been like, fuck this food. How the did he get inside here? How did he get in here? He almost killed me. Then Jabba the Hutt's cousins, the twins, they show up and they're outside and they're like, look, it was us. We're the ones that try to kill you. Sorry. Sorry. He sounds like my 1-year-old. So then they're like, as penance, just keep Black Chrysanthemum, do what you want with him. And also, here's a baby Rancor. So they give him this black Rancor. It has blinders on his eyes, and it's actually pretty cool. And then comes Danny Trejo as the Rancor trainer. And he mentions Rancors are very sensitive creatures. So they give him a baby Rancor and Black Chrysanthemum. And I think this is a pretty good out. But at the same time, I'm thinking to myself, this is so stupid. Why won't Boba Fett just kill these Hutts for trying to kill him? Like, what is going on? Like, this is ridiculous. So what does Boba Fett do? He looks at Black Chrysanthemum and he's like, hey, you're free to go. Like, I understand you tried to kill me and, don't work for scumbags. Learn from my mistakes. Instead of saying, hey, work with me, like I want you to be on my team, I prefer these biker kids who can't even afford water. So Black Chrysanthemum starts jogging off into the desert. Great writing. Great episode. In the next scene, we see Danny Trejo as the new Rancor trainer. And Boba's in the Rancor pit with the baby Rancor. He has blinders on, and Danny Trejo says the Rancor bonds or imprints with the first human it sees. And Boba is just gushing over his new pet. And I like how happy he got. I thought this was a really sweet scene. Aww. And it's nice to kind of learn a little more backstory about the Rancors. Now, for some reason, I can't really remember and I don't really give a shit. Boba and his team of ragtag H&M models, they go to see Mayor Mokshaiz because he's up to no good. He's up to something. And of course, the cringy Twi'lek secretary of the mayor tries to slow them down. He gets his iPad out and he's like, oh, I'm sorry, there's no slots open. I'm sorry, he's unavailable. For me, this would have been strike 3. I would have offed the guy right then and there because everybody's trying to kill me. And secondly, this guy's a huge doucher. Anyway, the Twi'lek guy is kind of delaying them and he runs out the back door. And here we go, the worst car chase scene in human history, in cinematic history. He tries to get away on his speeder and the biker gang saddles up, Power Ranger style, in the flying V formation on these bright turtle wax Vespas with 10 mirrors. What the fuck is going on? Watching it reminded me of Peter Piper's or Chuck E. Cheese when you're playing these 3D games with your little sister and you got to dodge barrels and crates or you take damage. So these speeder bikes aren't even going 10, 15 miles an hour and these idiots have no driving skills. I was not entertained. Where the train scene from episode 2 was so good and the action was so good, and if you're conveying speed or danger, I just felt so embarrassed for the actors and the production team. And I'm analyzing the whole episode while I'm watching it, and that's not a good sign. This is how not to make a TV show. Oh my god, and these kids with their cybernetic upgrades, and this was full stupid Spy Kids technology. This was like Inspector Gadget on crack. So the secretary guy crashes into manure like in Back to the Future, and Boba Fett with his amazing jetpack comes flying in, which what he should have done all along. And that's how you write a Star Wars Disney Plus episode. So guys, I did not like this episode. This has me super worried. It was only 35 minutes long and they crammed a bunch of crap in there. It had a lot of really good ideas. I liked how Black Chrysanthemum fought Boba Fett. I liked the Rancor. It was just the execution. The car chase scene was absolutely horrible. There was no adrenaline. There was no sense of danger. It just put me to sleep. I literally fell asleep at 1 in the afternoon trying to get through an episode of the Book of Boba Fett. So that's why I'm going to give this episode of the Book of Boba Fett a D. So guys, that's going to do it for today. I just watched Scream. I watched the show with John Cena on HBO. I watched The Witcher. So I've been catching up on some of my movies and shows. But I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Comment below, did you like this episode of the Book of Boba Fett? I thought it was absolute dog shit. I hope they don't do it ever again. But as usual, guys, take care of yourself. God bless. And we will see you on the next one.